Hi guys, welcome to today's video and thank you for watching. So in this video I'll be talking about things that I no longer buy to save money. So now I know that personal finance should be tailored to your own needs as a person, which means that there might be some things on this list that you might not be willing to cut out of your lifestyle. Similarly, you might also have some things you no longer buy to save money that I might not be willing to cut out personally. So that's all fine. There's absolutely no judgment here. It's just an entertaining video to talk about the things I no longer buy to save money. And I understand that this list will look different for a lot of people depending on their lifestyle, their personal needs and wants, their own personal preferences and so many factors. So let me know in the comment section below what are the things that you no longer buy to be able to save money. Now without wasting much time, let's just dive into the video. The first thing I no longer buy to save money is lunch and hot drinks at work. Because if you think about it, it could easily cost between £7 to £10 per day just to buy lunch. And the cost of doing this every day can easily add up, especially if you're buying lunch and hot drinks as well every single day. And honestly, bringing lunch from home has helped me save a lot of money. It's one of the easiest lifestyle changes to make. It also means that I'm able to eat healthier and I have more control over my diet because I pre-plan my meals for work. On top of that, when I think about the time it takes me to go to the canteen at work, queue up to buy my lunch, I could easily spend 10 minutes off. That's already 10 minutes off my break even before I sit down to eat. So no thank you. I'd rather bring my own packed lunch from home. The next one is something I definitely overspent on for many years and I'm not very proud of it, but it's luxury skincare and expensive makeup. As someone who has had to deal with acne from a very young age, right from when I was a teenager, so I'm used to being very diligent with my skincare routine. A few years ago, I stumbled upon Korean skincare routine, and let's just say maintaining a 5-step skincare routine doesn't come cheap, especially when you start buying some of these luxury brands. I would buy a lot of luxury creams, masks, serums, some of which cost as much as £70 to £100 for a small 30ml bottle that only lasts you maybe a couple of weeks. All with the hope that the more expensive skincare product might actually work better for my skin. But I found out that maintaining consistency in using even the simple drugstore products can actually work just as good. So now I no longer overspend on luxury skincare products. Same thing as well goes for buying expensive makeup, because for some of the luxury brands you can easily be spending about £25 to £30 to buy an expensive lipstick that you might only wear maybe a couple of times a month. It definitely doesn't give me the best value for money, so I no longer buy these things. I honestly find that buying the cheaper drugstore lipsticks will do just fine. The third item on my list is gym membership. So I know we've all been there. At the start of the year, you are full of motivation and you sign up for a new gym membership with the aim of working out and keeping fit for the new year. But by the first week of February, you find out that you've actually only been to the gym a couple of times, which means that you're not actually getting the full value for your money. Now, that's not to say I won't ever go to the gym, but right now what works for me is exercising at home or keeping active by going for a walk. And it means that instead of paying for gym membership, I can put that money towards my savings. The next category I no longer spend money on is unnecessary kitchen gadgets and beauty gadgets. So you know those type of kitchen gadgets that only do one specific thing. Things like onion slicers that might be perfect for slicing onions, but then when you try to use it to slice maybe a carrot, it's not able to do the job properly, or it's not strong enough to slice a carrot. That means that I can only use it for one task, which is just to slice an onions and nothing else. And I find that these products usually get advertised as multifunctional or multi-purpose use, meaning that you should be able to use them for a wide range of things in your kitchen. But in actual fact, I buy them, use it for a couple of weeks, and then it sat in the kitchen cabinet, which means that I don't really get a lot of value from it. So I've decided to stop buying those things. Same thing as well goes for beauty gadgets. So things like your electric facial scrubber, facial steamers, those kind of beauty gadgets. In fact, these days I think you have even more fancier ones like red light masks, facial sculpting devices. I've decided not to buy these things anymore because I simply don't use them enough to be able to get the full value for my money. I honestly think I'm better off just keeping everything simple, and it means that I'm able to save more money and time. I don't use them enough to be able to get good value out of it. Plus, I'd rather just save the money instead. The next item on my list is online subscriptions that I don't actually use. Especially as a content creator, I find myself signing up for different apps and subscriptions to make content creation better for me. Even more so now with a lot of new AI apps. I find that for many of them, I can easily get the same result using ChatGPT or Google Gemini. And don't get me wrong, there's some really great ones out there. But again, I find that I don't use it frequent enough to be able to get the best value out of it. So honestly, it's easier and cheaper for me to just cancel it instead. The next item on my list, of course, is new phone upgrades. So Overconsumption and social media marketing is constantly encouraging us to spend more and upgrade our phones every single year. But honestly, upgrading to the latest phone just because it's new is something I no longer do to be able to save money. Because the actual fact is that most times there's very minimal difference between the latest version of that phone and the one that was released the previous year. And I think it's just companies looking for different strategies to make us spend more money. So I've decided that as long as my phone is still working perfectly well, I won't be upgrading my phone every single year just for the sake of it. The next item on my list, of course, is going to the salon for beauty treatments that I can do myself at home. So I'm talking about things like getting your nail done, your manicure, your pedicures, getting your gel and acrylic nails done. Because you could easily be spending anywhere between 20 to 35 pounds just to get your nails done. And let's be honest, it looks nice when you get your nails done, but then it only lasts for a few weeks. Plus, the time it actually takes for me to go to town, find parking, sit for an hour and a half or 2 hours, that's time that I could have easily spent doing something else more productive. It's definitely a lot cheaper and it saves time for me to be able to do my nails myself at home. So now, unless it's a special occasion on holidays, I no longer go to the salon to get my nails done. The next item on my list is buying physical books. Let's be honest, e-books are a lot cheaper. Most have actually read a physical book. It's just sat in a bookshelf somewhere for a long time, just taking up space. So now, for most books that I read, I buy them as ebooks. I currently use Audible for my ebooks because it's easier and faster for me to read these books and make notes at the same time. The next item on my list is tech gadgets, specifically for creating content. You guys, when I first started creating videos, I bought so many types of gadgets because I thought it would make things easier. From different types of mics to tripod to lighting, I bought all sorts of different gadgets for content creation. And in the end, it turns out you only need a good phone, a decent mic, and maybe some lighting. And just press record and you're good to go. Also, I find that a lot of these gadgets basically do the same thing, and it's actually more time consuming to set up all these gadgets before filming a video and then take all these gadgets down again after filming the video. So now I don't buy any more gadgets and I just keep things simple, and it has really improved my efficiency in creating content and also helped me save more money along the process. So leave a comment below, let me know some of the things you no longer buy to save money, and if you've enjoyed this video, then you might want to check out the next video on how to save £10,000 fast even on a low income. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.